But then there's kind of a montage. She tries to teach him how to be a cowboy. She tries to teach him how to cut wood, and he can't do it. And she says, cowboys don't step in horse poop.
Yeah.
And then he does.
Oh,
and then they're at dinner, and he's like, cowboys always mix their peas in with their taters.
What?
Because they're at dinner, and he's like, I don't want to mix my peas in with my taters. And she goes, and he's like, give me some butter for this biscuit. And she goes, a cowboy always sops up his gravy with his biscuit. And he's like, but I have other plans for my biscuit. That's not what I wanted. Hey, it's my biscuit. My biscuit, my choice. What are you saying? And then I think she says, you're a bum. And he says, you're no fun. You're a drag. He storms out. So then he wanders through town, and then he winds up at the bar in town. So then him and this fun new guy, they hit it off, and they get so drunk together that he winds up back at the farm sleeping with the ducks. And then Dolly Parton's like, well, look who's back. And he's like, hey, sorry about that. I know you're just trying to make me a cowboy. And I met a new friend that makes me, this guy is great. He was teaching me how to talk like a Tennessee guy, and we had a great time, and things are really looking up with my new friend. And she's like, that's great. Well, we should invite him out here to help you become a cowboy together.
Sure.
What's his name? And he says, Barnett Cale. And she goes, Dolly Parton goes, Barnett Cale? He's my ex-boyfriend. I hate that guy. And then she goes in and starts throwing stuff around. And the dad's like, the one name you don't say around here is Barnett Cale. But then he goes back in and he's like, hey, I'm sorry. I won't hang out with him anymore, and I really appreciate what you're doing. And she's like, hey, no problem. And you're going to perform with the Wild Possums, and we got you an outfit. So then they cut to him on the porch with the Wild Possum band. The outfit is amazing. The outfit he has on, he looks like the gay cowboy from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Okay.
And this is the greatest moment in the movie because he sings a song that's the highlight of the film. So they cut to him, and he's wearing this ridiculous outfit, and he goes, Budweiser made me a monster. And they call him Drinkenstein. Every stein of Dr. Bud is a pint of monster blood. So then he goes back out drinking again with the ex-boyfriend, and they're buddies again. But then Dolly Parton shows up to dance with Nick, Sylvester Stallone, and now the ex-boyfriend gets very jealous, and Barnett punches him. And then he's like, I got to hit him back. And she's like, you can't win a contest with missing teeth. Oh. Don't fight him. So then she gets him to walk out. And then the next day is his big first number in town. It's not the contest, but it's his first time on stage in front of people. Okay. And he's really nervous. And who should show up to heckle but Barnett Cale? Barnett Cale! Because now he's his enemy. Yeah. Because he's jealous because he's still in love with Dolly Parton. So he gets on stage, and Barnett starts heckling. And this is the point in 1984 when Sylvester Stallone invents crowd work. Okay, hell yeah. Because he's got some zingers for him. Okay. He's like, yeah, Barnett's been to my house because the toilet won't flush and the cat's pregnant. And someone in the audience is like, he knows him. He's like, he does take big shits and fuck animals. So then they sing a song. They sing a duet about how they're just friends, but they're going to sleep together. Okay. And then Barnett heckles at the end, even though the crowd loves it. And then Sylvester Stallone's like, I got to hit this guy. So he walks towards him. And then Dolly Parton's like, violence isn't the answer. And besides, I want to do it. And then she punches him and knocks him down. And then they go sing another song about how they're going to fuck. What? God damn. I think he really says something like, you look like you can take the kind of stuff I got. I think it's more about his stuff. Yeah. And then, so they're singing another hot love song. And then you realize, though, at this point, just over her shoulder, you realize her dad is in the band. Okay. So they're saying, like, I'm going to fuck you. I'll fuck you first. And then they're like, hit it, Dad. And he's over there looking sad, like, man, I raised a whore. So then eventually they have sex. Now they go back to New York. Now they're back with the Italians singing the Christmas donkey or whatever they do. They're having a very Italian time. It's all Italian. It's a wedding. The Godfather's there. And but he's still dressed like a cowboy. And they're like, we're finally proud of our son. The dad gives up and gives us a speech where he's like, I cannot stress what a loser this guy used to be. We really are surprised he did anything with his life. Yeah. This is crazy. And then Dolly Parton gets up and she's like, I'm so proud of him too. And we're going to win this contest. And when we win the contest, he's going to get his own cab, and that's his dream.
Wow.
And then he stands up dressed like a cowboy and goes, what?
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, isn't that your dream? He's like, no, I'm a country singer now.
Oh.
It's gone to his head. She's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm going to keep being a singer. People love me. And she's like, dude, it's cute.
Yeah.
We're going to make you win the contest. You're not really a country singer.
Yes.
You're kind of still suck.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you talking about? You believe me? He's like, well, I want to win this bet. But you're not good.
Oh, slide.
He's like, I'm a country star. And
No,
she's like, I made you.
Oh, fuck.
I made you like a mud pie, she says. And he goes, I'm a mud pie? So then she's like, I don't need this headache. And then she's storming off, and she's like, I can't believe I did all this, and now I'm gonna have to sleep with Freddie Hugo.
Yeah.
If I lose this bet. And she's been keeping that a secret. And he goes, you were gonna sleep with Freddie Hugo? Mm-hmm. And he goes, I swear to God. He goes, that guy's the guru of doo-doo. So then they're done. Uh-huh. They hate each other now. She says, the bet's off. And he's like, well, maybe the bet's off. I'm still going to show up because I'm a star. And she's like, well, the bet's off. So then she goes to Freddie Hugo's place, or Frankie Hugo's place, to his rich place in Trump Tower, to tell him that the bet's off. And then we cut to Sylvester Stallone, and he's wearing even a more ridiculous outfit than ever. He is covered in silver. He looks like he's made of diamonds.
Okay.
It's insane, right? Rhinestones.
I was going to say.
Yeah, covered in rhinestones.
Elvis.
And then I think a waitress tells him he's waiting for Dolly Parton to come. He thinks she's still going to show. Mm-hmm. And I think a waitress tells him she went over to Frank's, actually. So he finds out she's going over to Frank's, and he thinks she's going because to lose the bet, to sleep with him. And he's like, you know what? Forget this. I got to go save Dolly Parton. And he can't get a cab because he's dressed so funny, and he misses the bus. And then just outside there just is a horse covered in rhinestones.
Oh, God damn it.
And he's like, I got to do it.
Yeah.
He jumps on the horse. Now he is a cowboy. It's happening.
Oh, boy.
He's going down Midtown Main. He's going down Times Square as a rhinestone cowboy. So then we see Dolly Parton is in this rich guy's apartment, and he's wearing a robe.
Oh.
He's ready to go. He's pouring champagne. And she's like, look, I'm not here for that. I'm here because the bet's off. We broke up, me and him. And then he's like, okay, whatever. And then he has a remote control, and he hits one thing, and it turns on a fake fireplace. And she's like, dude, I don't want to do it. And then he hits another thing. The doors to his bedroom open, and a silver bed is spinning around. It's a spinning silver bed with like a zebra print blanket.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, I really don't want to do this. And he's like, that's cool. And he hits another button, locks the doors.
Oh, no.
So this just became serious.
Yeah.
Luckily, Stallone's on the way on a horse, right? Stallone shows up to an attempted rape dressed like Buzz Lightyear. So then he starts trying to break the door down with his shoulders. He eventually breaks it down. He jumps in. He runs in. We hear a punch. The guy, Frankie, goes flying out the door. Oh. And then we cut to inside. Dolly Parton shaking her hand off. She hit him again.
Hell yeah.
And he's like, you've got to start letting me punch people. I look like an asshole over here. So then they get on the horse. They go through Times Square. They go to the contest. At first, the audience doesn't like him. Then she comes out and sings with him. They win the audience over. It's a big finish. They save the day. They won the contest. But I think it's a fake happy ending. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Right before she goes to the apartment to tell the guy the bet's off, there's a scene of Dolly Parton all by herself in the empty bar singing a song. And then her friend we've never seen before comes out, and she's like, hey, what's wrong? Is the bet off? And she's like, yeah, the bet's off. And the friend goes, you don't think he could win? And she goes, no, I think he would win. That's the problem. This is what show business does. And it happened to her. She says, here's what would happen. She's like, is that so bad if he wins? She goes, here's what happens if he wins. He never stops chasing that. And he has just enough talent to keep going forever and never make it, right? And then he's going to turn to the booze. And he's going to end up in the gutter, right? Show business is going to chew him up and spit him out, and then Budweiser is going to turn him into a drinking steen, and his poverty will turn him into the Wolfman of sucking dick under the bridge for money. That's what fame does, Jordan.
Oh, God. Oh, it's Stallone.
The past was doing its best.
That's theme song.
Leave him alone.